So Mark Jackson has been let go as an NBA analyst on ESPN. He worked there from 2006 to 2011 and returned to the network in 2014 to the summer of 2023. Now I'm a little bit shocked by this, right? Because I thought Mark, after Jeff Van Gundy was let go, figured Mark was safe, but I guess Mark was not. Now I was never a big Mark Jackson fan. I thought his talent was overrated. I never got the whole hand down, man down thing, or or Mama there goes that man. I mean, he was okay, but I just never thought he was that great of an analyst. But his coupling with Jeff Van Gundy was actually really good. They were a great odd couple of sorts, and they had a strong fan base. So when Jeff was let go, that was a shocker. Now Mark is let go. But this brings up a bigger question for ESPN. What are you doing? Like, they have let go of so much talent at ESPN that's really creating an atmosphere of tension there. You know, a couple weeks ago, Stephen A. Smith said, I could be next. I was like, Stephen's safe. He makes too much money for the network, and Stephen would do anything for the company to make money. So I think Stephen A. Smith is safe. However, for the rest of the people at ESPN, these are very tense times. For any corporation, when you're just doing layoffs and you stop, and layoffs and you stop, it creates tension, worry, anxiety, anticipation, and not just for the talent, for the families too. I'm sure right now, when some of these folks go back home at night from ESPN, their significant other is saying to them, are you safe? Are we safe? Do I need to get a second job? What if you get fired from ESPN? You can't get another a sportscaster's job. Like, what are we going to do? Like, the kids' tuition's coming up for private school. We got a mortgage coming up. How do you feel? Like, these questions are being talked about right now of family members at ESPN, especially those behind the camera, because if they get rid of people in front of the camera, what about the folks behind the camera? So if I had any advice to ESPN, it would be, do all your layoffs now. Just do your next wave of layoffs in August, and that's it. Don't do another set of layoffs until next year. If it's the first quarter, the second quarter, or some other timetable where you say, well, we have more layoffs coming, but it won't happen until the second half of next year. But stop, man, because you're creating a situation where people are just walking around the ESPN campus on eggshells. They're worried, they're tense, anxiety. They might start screwing up on air because they are worried if they're going to keep their job or not. So I understand from a company standpoint, you try to cut costs, but man, you got to do better, ESPN. This is not the corporate way of doing it.